My name is Jonte, and this is not another IG model. My new YouTube channel. This is the first episode. I'm super excited. So we are going to jump right into it. Well, actually, before I jump right into it, I want to say, like, to all the YouTubers, like faithful YouTubers, people that, you know, are like IG comedians that do a lot of editing and video posting and stuff like that, I appreciate you, because making my introduction video did not go the way I planned. My phone was acting crazy, the lighting was acting crazy, then, you know, I was sitting too high and the camera was too low, the camera was too high, my phone wouldn't edit, the computer would crash, my software wasn't updated, it wouldn't load. I could only record in like 40-second increments. It was just a lot. And I really feel like it was the devil trying to discourage me from, you know, doing this and bringing what I said I was going to bring to life. So, you know, as a child of the King, a child of God, I decided I shall prevail. And I'm still going to do this, and I'm still going to come out with this channel, and we're just going to have to make it work how I make it work. And we did. And we are here. So I do want to say that I'm kind of proud of myself, because I'm already, you know, I already have a little bit of progression with this. But it was a struggle. And it was a test. And, you know, not to be on my little church soapbox, but the devil will try to come into stuff and mess up stuff in many different kind of ways. And he will try to put hurdles and obstacles that may not stop you from doing something, but may push you back, and you may miss your moment. So he wasn't going to do that with the kid, okay? But, you know, it's a test. I feel like I passed. I feel like I prevailed. So it's okay. And starting off with progress, I feel, is also a good sign, and just kind of validates my decision to do this. But I'm going to do it anyway. And let me tell you something. The devil going to have to come bigger and badder if he think he going to stop the kid from doing what I said I'm going to do, okay? But let's get into it. That is neither here nor there. March Madness. So, of course, anybody, well, even if you don't follow sports, you still know it's March Madness. You know, the NCAA championship tournament is underway. And I will say this. I do not have a college team. And even do the tournament, I don't do a bracket, because I like to enjoy the tournament. I like to enjoy the upsets. I like to enjoy the Cinderella stories. I like to kind of pick and choose who I want to win each game. I don't want to focus on a bracket, because I feel like that distracts from the really good games that the tournament brings. Now, with that being said, now that it's the Final Four, I do want Kansas to win, because I really like Dante Graham. I like their program. I like the coach. I want Kansas to win. I definitely want Kansas to win because they beat Duke. Okay? And I can't stand Duke. Baby, it's 3 teams I always want to lose. That is the Duke Blue Devils, the New England Patriots, and the San Antonio Spurs. I just don't like them. I think they're corny. That's just my opinion. I mean, not individually. Like, of course, individual players, like, do what you do, you know, live your life. I just don't like them to win. I just always want them to lose by 30. I always want them to lose by 40. I never want them to win. So when they get beat and I get to enjoy them getting beat, I like that. Like, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. And let me tell you this. The Super Bowl was very painful, because it was either cheer for the Philadelphia Eagles, who are in my division. I don't really want them to win, because they're in the same division as the Cowboys. My brother is an Eagles fan, and if you have been around my brother or know my brother during football season, then you would know why that's one of the cons of the Philadelphia Eagles. Having to hear his mouth all the time is absolutely ridiculous. But I would do that just to watch the Patriots lose, just for the Patriots not to win. Like, I don't know. I just can't explain that. Those are just the 3 teams that I do not like. So, Kansas beating Duke was just so enjoyable to watch. It was probably a little bit too enjoyable. But this tournament is a little crazy, because almost all the number ones, I think Villanova and Kansas are the only 2 number ones that are in it. As far as I'm concerned, I think so. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. But, you know, UVA, who was like having a really, really strong, really, really good season, they not only lose, but they get dubbed. Like, they lost by 20. Or something close to 20. And UNC, they got dubbed too. Like, it was just a lot of powerhouse programs that were expected to go very far. Arizona, that lost super, 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 super early, and it just opened the door for a lot of these smaller programs and a lot of these teams that, you know, were 11 seeded and lower seeded lower to really have like a strong finish, because that's really what it is. Like, the seeding, it really doesn't matter during March, because it just takes one L to pack it on up and get right up on that bus and go home. So I mean, it's been enjoyable. It's been fun. I'm excited for the championship. You know, I think it's a great opportunity for, you know, these players. It's kind of sad for the seniors, you know what I'm saying, who is their last season, and, you know, they lose first couple games in the tournament. But that's kind of life. You know, you got to pick up. It builds character. I tell people all the time, sports builds character. And, I mean, I feel like watching the tournament, I always think like, oh my God, am I going to be like that crazy basketball mom or that crazy soccer mom who's just like, you know, the camera goes to be in the stands and I'm cussing and going crazy and throwing popcorn and having a temper tantrum. Because just thinking of the stage that these kids are on is so much pressure on them. I could not imagine like playing in something like March Madness. Like, the pressure I feel is just so overwhelming. And for these kids, well, not kids, but for these guys, these women to be so young and really kind of take that pressure and just build on it, it builds character. Like, I tell people all the time, my kids, when I have kids, my kids have the choice of what sport they will play, but they will not have a choice of whether or not they will play a sport. They will be playing a sport. They will be athletes. Like, there's no question. And people always say, oh, that's kind of crazy, you can't force your kids to do something. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If you're a parent, you can absolutely force your kids to do things. Now, they will have the leeway of choosing what sport, but there's no choice of whether or not they will be an athlete. And I'm gonna tell you why. One, right now, college is expensive, and I can't even fathom having a child right now. So in the future, when I am ready for kids, have kids, those kids live for 18 years and they grow up and they're ready to go to college, who knows how much it's gonna be? And being an athlete is means scholarship. It means either less of a bill or no bill. I don't like bills. I'm trying to get rid of the bills I got now. So I want my kids to play sports because that's scholarship money. That's the opportunity for them to go to school, further themselves for the low, possibly for the free. 1. 2, sports and being an athlete builds character. You learn so much as an athlete. I feel like you realize that there are people that are better than you. You realize that you're not the best. Everybody's not a winner. I hate when I go to like little league games and stuff like that and everybody gets a trophy or everybody wins. To me, that's not really setting children up for a realistic future, because everybody's not a winner. There are people that are going to be better than you. But something that sports teaches you is, Joe Schmo over there is better than me. But I'm going to work hard and I'm going to outwork Joe Schmo. So in high school, I was like one of 4 black girls on my team. Now when I played AAU, baby, we was all black. I mean, I take that back. It was like 2 or 3 white girls. But it was completely different from my high school experience. Now, I loved my high school team. I really did. But I got to meet a different people, you know, outside of my school district that I possibly would have never met. Some of my good friends to this day, I met them through AAU. I didn't meet them at Patrick Henry High School. You know what I'm saying? really feel like playing basketball, playing AAU, I got to travel. I left Virginia. I left the little town of Rockville. I realized that Richmond, the city of Richmond, okay, is a lot different than Hanover County. I have those relationships because of basketball. I learned a lot about myself from basketball. I didn't play a lot in college. And that to me was like, it was just a reality check. Because, in high school is like, high school, it is like I was really good. But when you go to college, everybody on your college basketball team was like their high school's best player. Everybody in college was good in high school. That's why they're there. So now you got to play against the girl that scored 30 at her high school, that averaged 30 points at her high school. Now you got to play with her. Now you got to outwork her. You get what I'm saying? So it's character building. There is not one athlete who does not know about hard work, who does not know about determination, who does not know about adversity. I feel like nowadays kids just have this expectation that everybody's on the same playing field, and that's not reality. Everybody's not good. There are people that are better than you. There are people that are worse than you. There are people that are better at certain things than you are. You learn about teamwork. You learn how to be humble. You learn discipline. In college, we had to have 5 a.m. workouts. And it was no ifs, ands, or buts whether you wanted to do it, whether you didn't want to do it, whether you'd been out late the night before, whether you had a paper to write. It didn't matter. You had a commitment. You had to be disciplined to that commitment. So, oh, child, I feel like I went on a little rant. But that's why my kids will play sports, because I want those qualities that I gained from playing sports. I want my kids to have them. It's only so much teaching that a parent can do. And I have great parents, but I do feel like being an athlete and still instill, things within me, still shape me. It's exciting. Like, who doesn't watch sports and get like some little adrenaline rush? I mean, the dead, of course, don't, but I mean, if you're human, your heart's gonna get pumping a little bit. But I mean, I think it's fun. I think it's just, I'm obsessed with it, and I love this time of season. Hopefully for the championship game, they, get somebody to sing the national anthem who's gonna do it right and not, pull a Fergie. Let me tell y'all something. Fergie knows she ain't have no damn business playing with the national anthem like that. Okay? I feel like Fergie was on the level of like Britney Spears for me. Like, I feel like Britney Spears can do no wrong. Do not talk about Britney Spears. Don't disrespect Britney Spears. Don't come for Britney. Don't try Britney. Okay? Britney Spears. Now, Fergie is not Britney, but I feel like she was like in one of those top 5, like, don't come for her. And then she want to do that. Like, we can't defend you. We can't defend you, girl. Sis. You knew damn well we came for the national anthem, and you pulled that razz jazz foolery, those shenanigans. Now, I will say this. Of course, I'm definitely the sports person. I, love my sports. But I'm also, I do indulge in the reality television. I mean, what are you going to do? It's 2018. Like, judge me. Nobody cares. And, I'm really trying to, like, cut back on my reality TV and try to just take those hours of time to being more productive, for stuff like this or, a book or, something else of that sort. But, of course, I love my ratchet TV. And, of course, one of them is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I'm just, Lord, I don't know how to say this. I'm just saying it. I'm just so disappointed that season after season after season after season after season, the storyline of Kirk and Rashida is Kirk being disrespectful to his wife. Like, I know that we are in 2018. I know the sanctity of marriage is a little worn out and people don't really take marriage as serious as it should be. But damn, Like, you know, you have shows like Married at First Sight, where it's basically you have a wedding day, you get your hair, your makeup, your dress done, and then you go to the altar, and without knowing the person's name, without knowing their religion, without knowing whether they like sweet baby Jesus, without knowing their favorite color, what they like to eat, their allergies, or whatever the case may be, if they even like girls or not, you marry them. That's crazy. And that's reality television. I don't understand it. I mean, to each his own. I grew up in a household of parents that have been married for over 30 years. To me, marriage is something serious. You know, I hope to one day be married. I hope to one day have a very strong relationship in marriage, you know, equivalent to my parents and what I've grown up, what I've seen. So it's just so disappointing to me that each and every season it's what disrespectful storyline is Kirk gonna have. So if you don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Kirk and Rashida are like one of the only married couples I feel like are on the franchise. Now we're at this current season, and it's no more alleging, it's no more possibly, supposedly. Kirk has taken a DNA test, and he is the father of I think like a 2-year-old baby. Now, this is me. I understand that reality TV has to have drama. I understand that it has to, you know, pull in the audience, intrigue the audience, grab our attention, keep our attention. But I just feel like having the storyline always be, how am I going to embarrass my wife? How am I going to disrespect my wife? How am I going to disrespect my family? I feel like that's just kind of like, there has to be something else y'all can do. There has to be something else. That's it? That's the only storyline you could ever have for 8 years? How bad you going to embarrass me? And now you're comfortable enough to have a baby? So it's just so disappointing, because it's just like, damn. He is really out here. A whole husband is really out here just being disrespectful. Like, I couldn't imagine my brother doing something like that. I couldn't imagine my father doing something like that. I couldn't imagine not one man that I know in my life doing something like that. I tell people all the time, if my brother don't do it, my dad don't do it, none of my male cousins do it, if no man that I know of in my life and my family is doing what you're doing, then you not the man for me. Okay? And that's one of them. That is one of them. Now, I've never been married. I'm not married. But I think it just comes down to respect. Like, if you love someone, if you respect someone, there are certain things that you are not going to do because of that love, because of that respect. So I feel like at the end of the day, is it Kirk's fault? Yes. But looking at it, you know, from a different perspective, people do what you allow them to do. Okay? So if you allow somebody to continue to disrespect you, and you're still allowing them in your life, then why would they change? They showed you their true colors. They showed you who they are, and clearly you accept that. So why would they change? If you have a child and your child come home and take crayons and draw on the wall, and you don't tell that child, hey, stop drawing on that wall. Hey, take this piece of paper, draw on this piece of paper. Don't be writing on my walls. Why would that kid stop? You haven't addressed you haven't addressed the wrong in the situation. You haven't given that child any consequences. So why would that child change their behavior? Huh? They not going to change their behavior. That's the thing. They're going to keep drawing on your walls. They're going to take every crayon out that box and put it on your wall. Cheating is unfortunately is common. You feel me? Like, females are proud to be side chicks. They are perfectly fine with playing the role of the side chick, willingly knowing that people are in relationships, whether it's like boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife. People are, and you know what? Dudes are like that too. I was in Atlanta one time, and I was at the bar. Me and my two friends were at the bar, And this guy comes up to me and he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, hi, you know, rah, rah, rah. And he was like, you know, you look nice. I was like, thank you. He was like, you know, are you in a relationship? Before I could open my mouth and even give the answer, he says, because I mean, I'm fine being a side dude. And it threw me off. It completely threw me off. I mean, at the time I was single, but just the fact that he was so ready and willing to tell me that, I stopped. I paused. I, took 3 seconds. I looked at him. I tried to look as deep into this man's soul. I tried to look as deep into his soul. It's not funny. I tried to look as deep into his soul as I could. And I looked at him. I said, want better for yourself. I said, baby, want better for yourself. And he was like, huh? I said, baby, want better for yourself. Why do you feel like you can only be a side dude? Why do you feel like you can only be somebody's extra? Why can't you be somebody's all, baby? I was like, want better for yourself. And he stopped and he was just like, damn. And I was just like, I'm a stranger. I'm just trying to be cute at the bar, so I don't gotta pay for nothing. And I'm out here giving you advice on how you need to view yourself? Really? Like, I'm the girl that's at the bar to get the free Henny shots, okay? I'm here to look cute and finesse my way into a free night of fun and alcohol. And you have made me reach into my Oprah bag and pull out some advice. Why you doing that? Why you want to be why do you feel like you can only be somebody's side? Why? Why you feel that way? Why you feel that way? Who told you weren't good enough, baby girl, baby boy? I feel like, we are all deserving of solitary love. Anyway, I think that about wraps up today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for sticking it out with me. Of course, I appreciate everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let the kid know what you thought. But I just want to thank everyone. This is my first official episode, and I hope you all liked it. More to come. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with the kid. And for that, I appreciate you. See you soon.